Ever launched your group program and then heard crickets? You expected lots of people to buy, expected lots of people to be excited about what you were offering, and then nothing? Or maybe, and I've seen this with other people, where they've launched their group program, they're super excited because they had a 10K or 20K launch, but then when it comes to getting repeat clients month after month, they really struggle, and they don't really have a system in place to repeatedly convert strangers into paying clients. Well, if that sounds like you, I'm going to show you exactly how I've helped my clients make consistent 10K, 20K, 30K, 40K, 50K months, as well as how I currently have over 450 clients at the moment that are all enrolled in group program structures. Hi, my name is Natalie Santa Rosa, and I specialize in helping women sell their expertise and being able to do so on a repeatable basis. And there's a few things that I see that they make mistakes on, as well as tips for how you can actually make your business something that's reliable and steady rather than feeling like you're in a constant frenzy because it feels difficult to get clients every single month. So, big mistake number one that I see people make is they think that they just need to post content daily. And this is probably because they hear so many people say this as advice, where there's different people who are like me, except they just tell people, be sure you're putting out content, put out content daily, make sure you're not avoiding putting out content, which is good advice, but it's not actually helpful because I've seen so many coaches where they're posting consistently. And two things happen. Either A, they just aren't building an audience and they aren't developing interest, and then they aren't able to get clients because of this problem, because they don't really understand how to use content strategically. Or problem B that I saw in, some of my clients to date, such as one client I have currently, her name's Catherine Shedderlane, and she generated a ton of interest. People loved her account. Lots of people followed her. Lots of people engaged with her content, but she wasn't getting clients. And then we made a few changes, and in the last month, she got 7 new high-ticket clients that paid her 4,200 euros. So instead of just posting content daily, what do you need to do instead? A successful content strategy is composed of a few things, such as an elevated niche. What do I mean by an elevated niche? A lot of times people have a very elementary style niche, meaning like, oh, I help people get healthy, or I help busy moms lose weight, which all of these niches are fine. But an elevated niche is specific around a very specific segment of a transformation that they're helping provide to people. So instead of, oh, I help busy moms lose weight, instead an elevated niche would be like, I help women postpartum be able to become stronger and get off the baby weight or something like that. Or it doesn't have to be around weight loss. It could be within the business sector. And they, instead of just saying, I help businesses get more clients, instead an elevated niche would be in a specific sector. They would be thinking about that 6-figure client and helping them getting to 7 figures and what is kind of involved in that transformation. Next thing you want to do is swap out your how-to content for belief-shifting content. You hear people say all the time, just post value content, post value and people will come to you, which, yes, but no. So how-to content can generate interest. And I saw this with a client of mine, Megan Kane, where she was posting a lot of how-to content and she was having her reels be really successful. And then she was posting these as TikToks and they were doing really well. But it wasn't translating into more calls or more clients. So instead, what I said is, hey, Megan, I want you to swap out some of this how-to content for belief-shifting content. And bam, what started happening? Her call volume went up. A lot more people were interested in her service. A lot more people wanted to buy her service. She's about to have her highest cash collected month ever this month, and it's simply from swapping out that how-to content for belief-shifting content. This really does an amazing job of positioning you as an authority. It also grabs people's attention because it seems controversial, i.e., me saying something like swap out your value content for belief-shifting content. This is something that changes a perception that's within your niche and actually attracts more clients to you. Next, you really want to make sure that you're both talking about your own success and your client success. So something I do regularly, and this works especially well if your niche is something that you actually do yourself. So I call myself a business mentor, but I probably do a bit of life coaching as well as business coaching for people, and I help people build their business. And a lot of what I teach is some of the stuff that, yes, I did study in school, but a lot of it has just been practice. And because of that, what I do is I share my own success, because I'm showing that what I talk about and what I teach truly works because it's working for me. And in addition to that, I share different client testimonials. So in your content, tout your client wins. Talk about it. Talk about your own success. Don't feel like you're bragging. Don't feel like you're putting yourself out there and people are going to think bad things about you. I used to have this perception. I was always kind of worried to talk about my own success because I was like, what are people going to think if they think that I'm making this amount of money? Instead of people thinking bad things of me, which I'm sure some people do, but more people who are really interested in learning what I was doing to achieve the goals and milestones that I was hitting, were interested in my service, and more people came to me. Now, another really vital part of a solid content strategy is reverse engineering virality. What do I mean by that? So a while ago, I started sharing this exercise with my own clients, and I've actually created a YouTube video on it. So if you haven't checked out a lot of my YouTube videos that I have on Instagram, I'd recommend go binge watching them now, right? Okay, and then come back to this video. But with that said, a lot of times people have a hard time with increasing their reach simply because they don't understand niche slang. What's niche slang? This is different ways of phrasing what you talk about in a way that resonates with your niche. And the best way to find this out is to simply see what is doing really well on social media platforms. And from that, taking those different topics and ideas and using the different principles that, I really teach in, I have a mini course called Instagram Client Machine, where I teach you how to put together reels that can really increase your reach and help you get clients. But what this will allow you to do is actually to reach more people, increase your following, and get more clients. Now, when I say this, I'm not saying to copy people, I'm not saying to copy people's content, but this instead to see what topics within your niche matter the most to your niche, and then put your own spin on it and use different principles such as hooks, such as what I call value teases, such as call to actions, to even boost the success of your reel. And what this can do for you is it can help you reach more of your ideal clients organically without having to pay for ads. Now, if you are interested in learning how to actually attract inbound leads on Instagram without having to pay a dime on ads, without needing a fancy website, none of that, and instead understanding how to put this solid content strategy into place and actually get people DMing you, loving what you have to offer, and wanting to hear more about it, then I do have a really amazing mini course. It's called Instagram Client Machine. The price is only $37 and people absolutely love it. Okay, so why am I offering this course for only $37 when people tell me all the time that it's worth like $2,500 at minimum? And lots of people get several clients from this course. So it's built for coaches to help them attract those inbound leads and understand what they need to do and the steps that they need to take in order to turn those inbound leads into sales. And the reason why I'm actually selling it so low is because I truly believe that once you experience the system for yourself and have a taste of the system for yourself, you're going to want us to help you more and want us to help you radically transform your business so that you can easily attract more leads. Okay? So yes, that's an honest pitch. okay? I'm selling it at a low price because I know you're gonna love it and I know you're gonna want more of our help. Outside of content strategy, another important thing that I wanna mention is a lot of coaches mess this up where they try to sell something in the group that they haven't actually proven as a concept just yet. Meaning they get kind of pulled in by the marketing sphere of, oh, develop an online course, passive income, and all of this yada, yada, yada. And then they haven't yet proven their offer. So a little bit of background on me is my background was in marketing. I developed a high income skill. I worked as a freelancer. Then I developed a marketing agency. Then I started working with consulting with businesses. Then I started working with consulting with more coaches. And here I am today running a 7-figure business. But if you have a skill set, right? And right now you're at the point you're like, okay, I have a skill set, whether you've acquired that through experience or you've acquired that through education, right? What you really want to do next is actually work with clients. I recommend working with 3 one-to-one clients first. Why do I say that? And why would I ask you to slow down the process? I'm a true strong believer in putting client results first. And I truly believe that even if you're an expert at what you do, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to translate into success for your clients. And just because you're amazing at what you do doesn't always make you the best coach. When you start out and work with people one-to-one in the beginning, it allows you to very quickly adjust what you're teaching people and make changes to ensure client success. Whereas in group programs, yes, there is some coaching where you're working with people kind of on a one-to-one basis, but in addition to that, what also happens is there's a pre-recorded content. And with that, there's not as much of a permanent kind of system when you work with those 3 one-to-one clients. So if you really want to get your clients great results, I definitely recommend that. Plus, the other important aspect of this, and this is why I included it in how to get group program clients and fill it up month after month, is that until you sell a product, and until it's sold, you have proven nothing. Meaning, if people tell you they're gonna buy it, that means nothing. If people say, and you do market research and they're like, that sounds amazing, that means nothing unless you sold it. So that's why you want to sell this at least 3 times one-to-one before transitioning into groups. Once you've proven it with one-to-one with 3 people, create a group program, get started with your group program. It's also going to allow you to have testimonials to really fill up that group program easily and effortlessly. Now, if you're enjoying this video, be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and then comment below what you would like me to talk about next, because I put out new videos just like this one every single week. And if you enjoyed this video and you want further guidance on how to get group programs and you want support to help you fill up your group program month after month, and you want to scale your business to 10 to 30K months, or maybe even beyond that, and scale your business eventually to 7 figures, then I'd love to invite you to get on a free call with a member of my team. During this call, what they'll do is they'll ask you additional questions about your business. They'll see if we can actually help you, and they'll see maybe what you're currently doing in your own strategy that might be the problem as to why you aren't filling up your group program and getting new clients month after month. So that sounds like you and that's something you're interested in, click on the link below in the description and schedule a call with us, and we'd love to speak with you.